I know where I'm at. Leave that with me. I'm on the mother. Alright, LEDs in the back of the illumination panel, and there's your blue dot there. So resistors going on now to the LEDs, 560 ohms, your 12 volts. So put one on each, one of the positive, I think it's anode. Hold on, I'll just get them resistors on. Right, it's the backlit plate built. That's going to throw white and blue light backwards. I've also have the blue dot as well for the feature LED. When you've got the MP3 powered up, the blue dot will fire up. So that's the idea. So now I'm going to connect 12 volts to this and then put it into the fascia and see if it lights it up nice. So all glue gunned in and soldered up for the resistors and the LEDs. We've got blue, white, blue, white, blue, white. And then that centre where the bottle top is, that'll take that blue LED that fits on this setup there. So you're going to be pointing into it something like that. Blue for blue. Okay, let me go and connect this up now. I'll take you to it and we'll see how it looks. We should have crisp white and blue radio fascia illumination. Let's see. Right, we're on. I don't know how the camera picked it up, but I've got the effect that I wanted there. I'm all lit up like a trooper. I'm just adjusting now these little filters I've put on the top. These slide filters, if you watch my finger moving there, I'm just, the only little cuts of cardboard. I'm just setting the level. I can go white or I can go blue. I can set how I want it. So I'm just getting it right. It looks different on the camera to naked eye. It's more diffused, whereas on the camera it looks more focused. But it's going to be a nice bright dial, this one. You're certainly going to see this in the dark. Right, so that's the back of it there, ultra bright. It doesn't get hot, so don't worry about the glue melting. It's what I wanted now, a nice sort of ice white looking dial. A combination of white and blue refracted together so you don't get pinpoint. The idea is to mix the white and the blue together if possible. That's what I've tried to do there, so it's sort of in between them colours. So now just the blue point to do in the middle, which will switch on when the MP3 is active. I'm going to put this set back together now and then point the LED, the blue LED through the back, and then we'll power the whole setup and we'll have a listen to it. I'll show how good it sounds. It really does sound nice, this. Let me put it all back together and I'll give you a demo. So there we are, backlighting, modified LED backlighting to the bezel to get it nice and crisp and bright, and to match my LEDs on the dashboard that I've got. Not that they're that blue, but it's in that palette, you know, so we're in the palette, the dash palette if you will. You got blue on the dashboard there, you got blue here, it's just the palette. And by using those off-white LEDs, it looks like a filament effect. It looks like a filament bulb's going across that and you've got a sort of blue tinge to the dial, whereas really what you've got is white and blue LEDs bouncing off each other. But it does look like it's a filament bulb. So that's what I wanted to achieve, a sort of period effect, and make it look like the filter's just a membrane at the back of the letters, and it even perhaps slightly faded across to the left there. So it sort of looked a little bit aged. Hard to tell what's going on there. You wouldn't know that you had all those LEDs bouncing off the, refracting off the top. There's a better view of it there. See, I think it looks quite nice. You got it now? Getting it now? Your camera seems to have locked on now. Yeah, we're picking up. Now look at that for a nice crisp dial. You just don't get that out of the bulbs. So I'm thinking of going into modern radios for people. Lovely. Look at that. That's a great little set. Look at that. So now you're just looking for that little spot behind there. I'm going to do that next. Stand by, let's do it next. Stand by. Right, just giving those dials, those buttons now, a little rub-a-dub-dub, 2 men in a tub scrub. La-di-da-di-da. And then this orange needle, I've got some fluorescent paint ready there. We're going to give that a touch up. Then we're ready to put it back together. A little bit of light oil, 3-in-1 on the front buttons then. And we'll build it back up. Let's see how she all looks lit up. Looking forward to seeing this bad boy pop lit up in a few minutes. Just to think it was on the scrap heap, written off. A £15–20 car boot sale radio. Gonna live to see another day. A new life, new lease of life as an MP3 unit. as a backup unit, and then when my nice Hamburgs arrive from Ireland, I'm going to be doing the same job on them. Okay, fluorescent paint next. Here we go. Just touch it in. I'm just letting that orange paint just run up and down on the needle to get an even coat. It's got the little globule there, and it's just running up and down as it cures. It's a nice thick coating on the needle, looking nice and bright there. So that's that. So I'm going to build it back up now. I've got that on. Put the faceplate on and light it up. That's the needle done. Alright, just getting it back together. Going to put the casings on and stick it in the mount, stick it in the dash. Let's see what she looks like. Alright, the set's back together. It's all ready now. It's running really smooth as well. Everything works as it should. Just got to get a speaker on the back there now. I'll show you how good it is. It's a great sound, and the lights are looking nice. If we switch off the garage lights, give you a demo of what she looks like in the dark. She's a real nice piece of kit. Hold on a sec. Let's get them lights off. Let's just take you in. Now, was it all worth it, guys? I didn't actually film it before what it used to look like. Believe me, it wasn't like that. It was sort of faded and half a green dot on it. And so that's the score. Just look at that channel indicator going there. Great. Look at that. Nice. If I switch the dashboard lights on, you'll see what I mean. There you are. Now that's with the LED bulbs, you see. So you can see why I wanted to go along a theme. I quite like it. It's nice and space age. There's the other clock. You join us for the finished article. All fitted. Not tested, of course, in terms of MP3, but tested in terms of aesthetics. How does it look compared to the dash, and you get an idea that that's how she looks. That's how things should be. So there you have it. That's how we're looking. I like that way that looks. Certainly brought it to life anyway, made it something special. I can keep it, I can move on to my next set. I'll keep on refurbing them until I pick the one I want. I'm liking that. I quite like that. Yeah, looking forward to seeing that one go. That nice bright orange needle there. And everything, yeah. I think we're sorted. 21st of Jan. 3 weeks into Jan. It's flying, isn't it? I left you last night with the ice white mod. So there's the set. A nice little Hamburg with a lovely sound. They might look rubbish, but they are great. Now, this one's getting converted to MP3 as well. I'm doing a few, so I've got a few radios to choose from. The Essen's going to go back because I wasn't happy with the sound on it. So I'm switched back to this just so I can keep the momentum going. As you saw that last night on the nighttime shoot. So we need an MP3 conversion on this, so we need switches. So I built a switch bank here. Just a bit of white PVC conduit and pilot holes spaced out to fit these levers here. You can see pushing in and out. So a bit of conduit, some push buttons from Maplin. One's an interlock button, so you press and it locks on, press again and it releases. That's for your power. The rest are momentary ones, and you place them there like that. Then when I press the lever in, it's going to activate the switch, the push rod. So just a question of glue gunning that in position. It's just the right height as well for the chassis, so that conduit's perfect for the job. We'll solder the common rail across there and then pick up the 5 switch outputs. Actually 4 on this. I've put 5 in just in case in the future I want an extra feature button. May as well do it because there's 5 levers. Only 4 wires needed on the system I'm building at the moment, but it's there for a future upgrade. So we'll glue that into position once the cables are soldered up, and then just check the action. Then that unit's finished. All I've got to do then is that blue point light I talked about. at the back there. I've just got to feed it in through the back there and get it to line up with the dot, the spot, the blue spot. Okay, so we're nearly done with this radio from last night. So we've covered a lot of ground recently, kept you updated on the tech tips. Glue gun's heating up. It's alright to glue gun to that, you won't do any damage. Might put a piece of Vero down, then spot the Vero in 4 corners. Where's the Vero? Let's grab a piece of Vero and just see. Then we don't glue directly to the circuit board. Yeah, why not put that in? Put that in with like 6 fixings and then go on top of that. We'll do that. Vero's good stuff. You can just break it to any shape you want. It's designed to have components mounted through it, but you can use it for all sorts of stuff. Right, let me solder up those 4 cables now. Nothing for you to watch there. And then we'll glue gun that in position and check the switches. Then we'll go for the LED and then we'll clean it up, box it up. And then I'll be giving you that all-awaited live demo. Hold on now while we do that. Alright, Vero on. Just snap to shape. Glue gun heating up, getting ready, soldering iron ready. Across to the bench for the soldering iron job. Now where's my old harness gone? There it is. Just unhook that mess off there and put it onto there. It'll be a lot neater as well, this one. Watch this for a neat job. Common rail on, ready to solder. Okay, wires on. Let's get that offered up and see how that works. Down we go to the set. We're working all over the place, we're in a right mess. That's the only thing, I just end up getting in a mess so quick. Right, get some spots of glue on that Vero board and then we'll line this up with the buttons. Here we go, looking neat already. Right, glue gun's on. Glue gun's over. Onto the board, we should hear that toggle switch go. Hear that? That's operational. They're all making contact. Good thing about the conduit, allows a little bit of flex if you're pushing hard on the switch. It just enables it to just flex back a little bit. It's got some give in it. So just want to push these to the max now and adjust it just correctly. Right, ready to test the buttons. So if I put the box up the top there for you to see. Right, let's put the box up the top for you to see. Okay, so power was at this end on the L, so that will knock out that red. If I can grip it, I'm one-handed again. Should be able to grip it there, shouldn't I? Off, on. Okay, so L controlling power, and then I've got rewind here. Rewind, mode switch to change memory location, and then fast forward. Hard with one hand though, guys and girls. Fast forward there. So all operational, buttons complete, unit nice and neat. I've put a bit of Vero board at the back to hide the wires and support it, so that it was tending to spring back a bit too much and you weren't getting positive action on the switches. So we're better there now. So there you go. You can hear that clicking. So there you are. See that? Be easy when it's in the dash. Right, I'm happy with that. It's nice and neat, look. Okay, so I'll just fit that LED in the top now, then I'll box this unit up again and we'll go test it. I keep saying I'll test it. We'll test it. Don't worry, we'll test it. Here we go for the LED.